In 2016, Donald Trump shocked the world by winning the US presidential election. His victory marked a turning point in American politics. Trump campaigned on a platform of change, promising to make America great again. He pledged to shake up the status quo, both domestically and internationally. His pronouncements on trade, climate change, immigration, and foreign policy signaled a significant departure from the policies of previous administrations. Trump's victory sent shockwaves across the globe, as leaders and citizens alike grappled with the implications of his unorthodox approach to governance. His emphasis on America first raised concerns about a potential retreat from global engagement and a shift towards protectionism. The world watched with bated breath as Trump prepared to assume the mantle of leadership, eager to see whether his actions would match his rhetoric. His presidency promised to be anything but ordinary, and his decisions would have far-reaching consequences for the United States and the world. One of the cornerstones of Trump's campaign was a promise to renegotiate or withdraw from trade deals that he deemed unfair to American workers. He argued that globalization had led to job losses in the manufacturing sector and pledged to bring back jobs to the United States. Trump's protectionist stance raised concerns about a potential trade war with China, a key economic rival. Trump's skepticism of free trade agreements, such as NAFTA, sent ripples through the global economy. His decision to impose tariffs on goods from China and other countries further fueled fears of a trade war, which could have devastating consequences for the global economy. The uncertainty surrounding Trump's trade policies left businesses and investors scrambling to adjust to the new reality. Trump's approach to trade marked a departure from decades of US policy, which had generally favored free trade agreements as a means to promote economic growth. His actions raised questions about the future of globalization and the rules-based trading system that had underpinned the global economy for decades. Trump's stance on climate change represented a significant departure from the policies of his predecessor, Barack Obama. Trump expressed skepticism about the science of climate change and vowed to withdraw the United States from the Paris Agreement, a landmark international accord aimed at curbing greenhouse gas emissions. Trump's decision to pull the United States out of the Paris Agreement was met with widespread condemnation from world leaders and environmental groups. They argued that the United States, as the world's second-largest emitter of greenhouse gases, had a moral obligation to lead the fight against climate change. Trump's decision to prioritize American jobs and energy independence over global environmental concerns raised questions about the United States' commitment to addressing one of the most pressing challenges facing humanity. Trump's rollback of environmental regulations and his support for the fossil fuel industry signaled a shift in US policy that could have long-term consequences for the planet's health. Trump's foreign policy was characterized by a mix of isolationism and assertiveness. He questioned the relevance of long-standing alliances, such as NATO, and called on allies to contribute more to their own defense. Trump's skepticism of multilateralism and his preference for bilateral deals raised concerns about the future of the liberal international order that the United States had helped to build after World War II. Trump's approach to Russia represented a significant departure from the policies of previous administrations. While he maintained a tough stance on issues such as election interference and cyber attacks, he also expressed a desire for improved relations with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Trump's willingness to engage with Putin, despite Russia's annexation of Crimea and its interference in the 2016 US election, drew criticism from both Democrats and Republicans, who accused him of being too cozy with the Russian leader. Trump's foreign policy was often unpredictable, driven by his own instincts and beliefs, rather than by traditional diplomatic norms. His actions kept allies and adversaries alike guessing about his true intentions.